Hello, internet. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna post this. I just kind of got inspired to do a little video because I haven't put one up in 7 or 8 or 9 days, something like that. So I thought I would just get on here, and if it goes well, if I feel like I'm communicating what I wanna say, then I'll post it. And if I don't like it, I won't, and then you won't see it. So anyway, it is Tuesday night. It is the 17th of February, and I am gearing up for my third cycle of treatment in this particular round, which is going to be tomorrow. As you guys know, who follow along, I've had 2 cycles, January 7th, January 21st. Then we took a pause because I had the ablation procedure exactly 2 weeks ago, and we needed to have a break from those chemo drugs in my system to do the ablation. So we skipped, obviously, 2 weeks ago because that was the week that I had the ablation procedure. And tomorrow we will start up again. So it'll be my third cycle of this particular round of treatment, which started on the 7th of January. And again, most of you know this, it's panitumumab, which is a targeted monoclonal antibody therapy. It targets the cells that are responsible for epidural growth, and epidural, of course, that refers to the skin. And it has been so effective. This treatment since the very beginning has been very effective for me. It's always wiped out any sort of metastatic progression or recurrence. So, it's kind of at least up to now, it's been a great treatment for me. But the problem is the epidural growth factor inhibitor or receptor or whatever also affects my skin. It causes this acneiform rash, and it also causes the fissures and other skin problems, hand and foot, which is or has been exacerbated by the capecitabine, which is a traditional chemo drug, the pill that I have taken for the last couple of years when I've had chemo cycles. But again, I'm repeating myself for those of you that follow along carefully. We've replaced the capecitabine pills with the fluorouracil 5FU, which is a pump that I bring home. They will attach it tomorrow at the end of my treatment, and I will take it home. And for 46 hours, that will be slowly infused into my system. And it's the exact same drug as the capecitabine pills, but it is the way it's metabolized, it's easier on the skin, and it doesn't create the hand and foot syndrome that, as you guys know, last spring, late winter, spring, about a year ago is when I got started on that last round of treatment, and it was really rough as far as my fingertips. Like, I could hardly even live normal life. I couldn't touch a towel. I couldn't put my hands in water. And again, I've got a stoma bag, which has to be dealt with multiple times a day. And I got to the point where I felt like maybe I was gonna have to call home health or something just to deal with my stoma. Emptying the stoma bag, which happens multiple times a day, but then also replacing the whole stoma appliance, which I have to do about every fourth day. And anyway, I've gone into that so many times on these videos. And if you're interested in more details, you can scroll backwards and watch other videos and find out what that's all about. But anyway, the reason I wanted to record tonight is just to let you know that I'm getting back on my treatment cycle tomorrow. I've been doing pretty well. All the drugs in my system, even from, a 4-hour anesthesia event 2 weeks ago, I'm tired. I just, I try to, I'm an early riser, as most of you know. I get up early in the morning, like 6 o'clock. I get going early, but even the morning activities of just like showering, dressing, dealing with my stoma, medicine, everything, by the time I'm done with my morning routine, I'm tired. And that's usually like around 8:30 in the morning. It's like, oh my God, I got up at 6 and I've been busy till 8:30, and then I'm just kind of like, is it only 8:30? So that's the way things are. And I try to exercise. I'm trying to walk. Not that much. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are into heavier exercise, but I try to at least walk a mile. Yesterday it was 2.1 miles. I recorded on my phone, so I can see what I'm doing. Yesterday was 2.1 miles, which during the winter time and when I'm in the middle of all this stuff is great for me, because if I can do 1 or 1.5 miles at this time of the year and when I'm on treatment, I'm pretty proud of myself. But so yeah, there you go. I'm doing all right. I mean, most of my days lately have been good days. I've told you guys before, a lot of my stress comes from scheduling problems and just administrative bureaucracy. But I would have to say, other than the fatigue, I'm doing fine. And I feel like, not only me, but my family, we're just sort of dealing with what's going on. It's the middle of the winter in Minnesota, and we just do the best we can. So one other thing I wanted to mention is, I was really impacted by the death on the 11th of Feb, which was last week, James Beek. I'm not a big fanboy of James Beek, because I actually, his whole career with Dawson's Creek and Varsity Blues and all the things that he's famous for, I was either in Hawaii or overseas, and I was like dealing with other stuff and I wasn't paying that much attention. So I wouldn't say that I'm a fan of James Beek, but I know who he is, obviously. He's a familiar face. And the news this week of his passing, I've really done a lot of digging into that and trying to figure out what happened. He was stage 3, diagnosed in August of 2023, but he didn't go public until November 24. Then he passed away in February of 26. And I've been digging around trying to understand, okay, how did he go from stage 3 to his departure from this earth on February 11th of 2026? And the family, again, I'm not criticizing anyone, but his family, his close circle, they haven't let us know the issue with what took him from stage 3 to death, in a matter of just a year and a half or something. So I don't know, but it's really hit me just because, the guy had 6 kids. He was only 48 years old. He's sort of becoming the poster boy of young colorectal cancer issues. It's been getting so much news lately. I mean, I'm 61, so I'm a little bit beyond that. I'm into kind of at least maybe the lower end of the normal range of colorectal cancer. But so many younger people are experiencing this disease, and even aggressive form. I think more aggressive than my particular wild type mutation. So I don't know, I wanted to mention that because it's been on my mind, and I'm thinking about his family and just his situation. And there's a lot of great videos out there. He like really expressed himself really well as far as like new perspectives on life and family and the whole reason why we exist. It was pretty cool. So if you haven't checked that out, of course, you guys who are on YouTube, you can watch endless videos of James Van Der Beek if you're a fan or interested. So, okay, what else? I think that might be all I have to say right now. I just wanted to check in and thank you so much for checking in with me and hitting the like and the subscribe. You know, I'm getting more and more subscribers on my channel. I'm getting more views than I ever have. I started this channel more than 2.5 years ago. It's now getting close to like 3 years. I think in July it'll be 3 years since I've started this channel, and it's been a little bit slow as far as going beyond my family and friends circle, but I feel like the YouTube algorithm kicks in and more people are hearing about my cancer trek, and I'm happy about that because I just want to be able to be open and share and let you guys know what's going on. And that goes for the people who are in my inner circles, but also for people that I don't know at all, who just happen to stumble into these videos. So thank you to all of you guys. And okay, that might be all I have to say for this moment. Love to each and every one of you, and I will be checking in again. Again, I don't like to give a prediction of when I'm going to post another video, but it seems like I'm getting into a groove where I'm posting an update like every, I don't know, week to 10 days or 11 days or so. Maybe 3 videos a month. Of course, that could change if there was a lot more to say, but I don't feel like I need to get on here and blab if I'm just repeating the same stuff. So that's it for now. And thank you guys. I never have enough words to say to tell you how much I appreciate your concern and love and prayers and juju and good vibes and all that stuff. So until next time, thank you and bye-bye.